Going live. Okay, I think we might be right. Might be ready. Hang on, just getting something adjusted here. And we're live. We're live. Right. Hi guys, and welcome to Monday Messages. I hope you can hear me alright. I'm just going to check the microphone volumes. Yeah, I think you should be to hear me alright. So, Monday Messages. I've done a couple of these before, but for those who have just joined us in the last week or so, this is a hopefully going to turn into a weekly show whenever we can do it. But basically testing, trialing and seeing what responses we can get from the different apps. There might be a little bit of mediumship in there, so and as we go week to week, this will evolve. So excuse me, just clearing my throat there. A little bit nervous because it's the first time I've done this in a while, especially live on my own. I've normally got the other guys with me. I bet they'll be watching on the chat at some point. So if you are, hi Richard, hi Martin, and yeah, hi to all of you guys that will be either watching this on catch up or will be watching this live. So this is kind of like a little experiment. It works very similar to the Now investigations that we did, but a little bit less intensive. The sessions are going to be much shorter. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of session, about 5 minutes to 10 minutes on about 2, maybe 3 devices. I actually have a K2 meter here, which for you guys who don't know, you've probably seen this on the channel on some of our videos or other paranormal videos. Basically it's an electromagnetic sensor, and I'm going to put this here because I think it'll actually see me by the side of me. So if you see that light up, let me know on the chat whether that is spiking. We're going to ask out. What we're looking to do is bring through spirit, maybe connected to you guys, maybe sometimes it's spirit connected to us or members of the team, or spirit that just want to come in, that have the as long as their intentions is of love and light, perhaps there'll be a connection to the beings as well. If I pick up anything spiritually, I will. We did discuss maybe doing some readings, doing this. The difficult thing is when you offer readings in this sort of way, it can sometimes turn into a bit of a circus, especially as the channel is growing. And I went down that road before, and I kind of want spirit really to sort of choose. If a spirit comes in and sort of wants to give me a message, I will pass that message on, but I want to be dynamic. I don't want to say, right, I'm going to do readings now, and then I'm going to do a session, and then I'm going to do this. I want it to be dynamic. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to show you the responses from the last session. What means is this is the first of the proper series of Monday Messages. Can't do that, so I'm going to show you the responses from the last Now debate that we did. This is one of the reasons why I'm late, because I was still waiting for those responses to render through the editing suites and things, and so I couldn't actually do that and go live at the same time, so I had to make sure that was done. I'm going to talk a little bit about them first. I think some of them are actually aimed and geared towards us. It's a little bit rushed, so I do apologise if there are some mistakes in there. I wanted to get this out because this session is a little bit experimental. I've not done this before, so again, as the weeks go forward, I'll get a bit more depth to doing it, and so please bear with me. So yeah, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the session, some of the responses that came through. The first part is going to come across a little self-indulgent. I think it's because we, as a team, have been chomping at the bit to get this message out there, to get Paranormal now sort of off the ground and things are starting to move. We took a few knocks with the website going down and now selling granny slippers or whatever it's selling at the moment. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a tickly throat here. So we had to get the website back up. We had to find some sort of clear direction. I think we needed to take a bit of time to step back with all the stuff that we've been getting over the course of the last year. We kind of needed to really take it all in, digest it, and go, right, what path are we on? What path are we taking? And this, for me personally, has been a big thing. I don't know if anyone else has been feeling the energies that have come in over the last. When any of you guys are particularly sensitive, you'll feel the energies of the last sort of week have been particularly stressful in a way, but in a way of bringing sort of healing energies up, bringing things into our awareness that perhaps we might not have considered. And sometimes the way the universe works, when something finally breaks, when you keep chomping at something, when you keep following your dream, and you want to sort of work with something, when you feel that guided to do it, you'll get that last hurdle, which is the universe going, are you sure now this is the direction you want to go? And that will present its way as sometimes your greatest dream manifesting itself. I don't know if anyone see the flicker of the light there, manifesting as its worst nightmare. And I think that's kind of been what it's been like for us, in a sense. So the first bit is a little bit, I suppose, kind of self-indulgent, putting it up there, but I kind of want you guys' feedback. And we promised a couple of weeks ago, when a lot of you guys came and joined us, that we would always be honest, and that is the case. We will always be honest with what we're getting, and we will try and validate it first, and sometimes we'll involve you guys in that process. Sometimes we'll do it throughout, amongst the team. Richard will have kind of the final say on it, and but we will always be honest, and when we're sure about something, when we're happy with something, we'll put it forward. But I think it'd be interesting to show you guys, because the reason I want to show it to you guys is it's almost a bit of a demonstration that for any of you guys who want to follow a dream or want to do something that you love, maybe feeling trapped in a situation, or maybe feeling just a little bit like the universe is against you, it's just having that little bit of support come through these responses was something. When I was like going through it just now, I was a little bit like, wow, yes, Spirit have been saying to us, keep going with it, get it right, keep moulding it, get it right, get it in a way that sort of works, because that's part of the reason. Like, when any of you are ever going for anything that you want in life, sometimes you have got to just take that time out, and you want it now. Perhaps there's other pressures coming in, perhaps there's financial pressures, perhaps there's pressures from other people, but you've always got to, it will never work until you've got it right, and it's always evolving, it's always a continuous evolving process, and that's the way things be. So I think this little first part was like Spirit just telling us, it's, this is what we've been encouraging you to do, is get it right, get it in a way that works for you guys, and a way that perhaps you can sort of put these messages across, and a way that sort of resonates with you guys, because that's what's kind of happening is throughout the last couple of years, I myself can't speak for anyone else on the team, but I feel that my relationship with Spirit has been evolving. It's been, I've had many arguments, and I took a step back earlier this year, because I'm only now sort of coming out of it, because I really needed to step back and reanalyze my relationship with Spirit. Then there's a couple of names that come through. Now, it would be really interesting if any of you guys can take these names. I know there was an inspector. He actually put himself as an inspector. Peter Wilson, I think, was the name that come through. There were a few others. I know Harry was one of the other names that come through. So any of you guys can take these names, that would be brilliant. I think that the more that we do this work with spirit, and the more that we do this, is what they are telling us. And you can take a look at our last video. I think it's the World War III video that we did, where it says keep streaming, because as we keep developing this work, as we keep going on location, as you know, we keep developing as a team, you know, spirit will find, and whatever other beings of love and light that we communicate will find these ways to communicate with us, and will find ways to alert us, to work with us, and so we get this kind of idea of what's coming through. Sometimes might sound a bit difficult, but it's not sort of negative, and it's a continuous process of being helped. And then we myself and Richard got the vibe that there were spirits there that needed help, and there's some fantastic bits and pieces of information that come through. So I'm going to show those responses. Beforehand, there's someone on the channel that may have taken a message. I can't remember your name. It's the lady with the Union Jack flag as her picture. I noticed she'd left a comment one night when I was lying. I was lying in bed, and me and Sam was just sort of getting our heads down for the night, and I could hear this piano music, and it was coming through really, really strong. And I had this, I don't know if this is for you, my lovely, right? But what I had was an image of a young girl playing a piano, and I felt as if there was a lady that was coming into my awareness from spirit. She had brown hair. It felt that this was a memory link. What a memory link is when someone connects with you spiritually, they give you a memory. So the memory is when you describe the memory, if the person can takes it, that forms the link. Okay? What she was saying to me was, she was describing that as a memory, because it felt as if there was a link between you and this lady with the piano lesson. She had like sort of dark brown hair, felt like it was greying. It felt like it was quite curly, and she was quite, it felt that she was quite slim at the time, but when she was older she put on a bit more weight, because she's showing me, and it felt like as if her eyes might have gone when she was older, because it felt as she was, with the younger memory of her, I don't get the sense that she wore glasses, but I do feel that perhaps she might have wore like reading glasses or something when she was older. And I get the sense that she was quite a learned lady, maybe not so much academic, but she was very worldly wise then, and I felt that she liked to read a lot about, especially about what was going on around her. I'm not so much drawn to newspapers, but I'm drawn to like books about sort of like the real world then, if that makes sense, or the world surrounding her. I do get the sense that she was American. I get the sense of an American accent, or a very strong sort of, that sort of very strong sort of a twang, I guess. I've got an insect in here that's joined me. I feel that it was possibly a grandmother link. If you can't take this, the lady I'm directing this to, then if anyone else can take this image, then please let me know. I'm going to have a look at the chat very quickly to see if we've got some people here. So we've got Tracy. Hello from Iran. Hello, Tracy. You're watching us from Iran. That is fantastic. And we can hear you fine. Thank you very much, Miss A. That was it, Miss A. Could you take what I've said? And hello from New York City. Thank you very much. My goodness. Hello from Pauline. Hello, Pauline. Hello, David. Hi, David. It's been a while, my friend. It's been a while. David is someone that we've helped in the past, and I hope you're doing well, David. I hope you're doing well. So I do get the sense this lady's on about, she's trying to tell me, the person she's trying to connect with, there's a lot of trouble going along, a lot of nervousness, and I feel like there's possibly a gentleman in your life that's causing a bit of aggro, causing a lot of emotion, and I feel as if there's a lot of endings going on there. There's a lot of endings around you at the moment, and I feel as if there is a need to so much draw a line underneath it, and it feels that this is something that you're feeling. It feels that there is, I suppose the message this lady wants to give is to stop looking at the past and look to the future. I hope that that helps. I hope that you can take something from that, and thank you very much if you can take that. Thank you very much for working with me. Let me know in the chat. So I'm going to go and show you guys the responses from the last session, and they're going to start playing now, and then we're going to come back on screen. So thank you very much. I'll see you in about 5 minutes, I think it is. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put that. That's all.
School this way. Over there on the playground. This is the first.
Keep going. So.
Friends don't let friends drive drunk. Say goodbye. Bye. Through the shadows of the city.
My voice. It's done that. It's mimicked our voices.
Is that because it's going through the internet in real life?
I don't know. I didn't say bye.
Oh, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
It is a bit. That's better. The hell is a dog barking that? Yeah, dog barking. Yeah, it's like oh, 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 oh.
We're looking.
Ace, I could tell. So tell me, Blue.
Connected to.
Take him away.
Communicate with us.
What do you want us?
Virginia.
Park every day.
What do you want us to walk away from? What do you want us to... Do you want us to stop doing this? Stop recording?
Hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I found some. Don't cut.
Do you want to communicate with us tonight? Can you tell us yes or no, please?
See you. Alright. There's 1,000 of them, the whole...
Are you talking about spirits?
Let's find out the name. See if we can get their name, please.
Peter, Robert, welcome to...
JPL.
Are we talking to spirits that are grounded? Are we talking to spirits that are grounded, please? Goalkeeper's a short one. Oh. I was going to.
Let's get back to the radio.
Hmm.
That's what I said. Let us get back to the radio. Is there any spirits or beings with us that need to cross over?
The light.
Is there spirits that need our help to cross over?
Stay in business permanently. A mighty good man for you.
I took the kids out to...
If there are any spirits around us, around here, that do want to go to the light, what I want you to do is focus on your heart area. Focus on those you love and focus on what you believe to be God. Doesn't have to be any sort of concept, that any religious concept, or it can be, it's up to you. It's what you believe created you. See that light growing inside you. See a doorway opening in front of you. Behind that doorway is a light.
Paper, $300.
So?
So?
The doorway.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you. You'll feel that light inside of you. Source of all creation. And you'll understand every pain that's been holding you back. And know that there's no pain moving forward.
Sense of female energy, but this. Trying to imagine the door on the outside.
Yeah.
Just trying to imagine the outside, because I felt all of a sudden, I felt like there was something here. Like spirit. No, nothing else, do you know what I mean? Just spirit.
Yeah.
Glints of sunlight are carried. Having made the tour,
Do you know what? I can see her. She's quite slim. She's quite like, I think she had some sort of illness.
Is there a female we're talking to?
old was Mrs. Naylor.
This is what?
Nearer. Don't forget, they will try, but they will use male voices if they're females.
Do you have a message for
Are we to the base?
Do you have a message for someone? Or do you want help?
Trying to work, Miss Naylor?
What the?
How's your doorway?
When she'll open up in a minute.
Mark, everything is going.
Have gone.
They go.
That was awesome!
I literally watched my door close and
I just done mine as well. They're gone.
They're gone.
Thank
As
you.
I opened them both.
How many went? Can you tell us how many went over, please?
18. You actually have to.
18. Right, we're going to bring this session to and gone really thirsty. Oh.
Sure, right away.
Oh, thank you. Is there anything further you want to say before I shut this session down?
Oh.
No. Right. Okay. I don't know what you guys think of that. I was talking to some guys on I was talking to you guys on the chat whilst that was happening. Miss A could take some of what I said. She couldn't take the American link though. I may have got the accent confused. I'm not going to sort of try and make it fit. If I don't know why, if you can take the piano memory, then it might be for you, because that was the strongest link. Always going to go with the strongest link. Okay, so if you could take the piano memory. So what do you guys think of that? Some of it could possibly have been radio because of the way the app works, and because we're not using any sort of filtration or anything, it can sort of, you can get sometimes a little bit of radio in there. But I wanted to give the sort of raw responses, because that will allow you guys to make your own decisions. What's what? You know, sometimes it's good for you guys to sort of say, well, that bit I think was radio, that bit maybe not be. What I found interesting, I don't know if anyone might have spotted this on one of our videos that we did on a haunted pub. It was, I think it was one of the second season of, it's the second pub that we did on season 2 of Paranormal Evidence Archives, which was our old paranormal series that we did on the channel. I did a crossing using the psb7, this, which I'm possibly going to use in a minute, and one of the responses we had was, and we've had it on a couple now where we've done crossings, where the spirits have told us that it's like sunlight. And when it says about locking the door, one of the things I teach people to do when they are working with spirit is when they want to close down, they see a door, they close it and they lock it 3 times. So just a little bit of an explanation to that. That's quite interesting. Quite interesting responses, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if again, if any of you guys can take the names, let me know in the chat, but also let me know on the comments when this goes live, because it's good for people to sort of have a little bit of a record. You know, don't have to go into detail, just very, very interesting to see what you guys make of it and feel about it. Again, you know, the point of this channel, as we've said, it's a community. It's a community for the exploration of the paranormal. So yeah, thank you very much for for the feedback you guys are giving us in the chat. So we're going to go into the session. I'm going to do about 5 minutes each. So we're gonna I've done an opening up. So we've done like an opening up whilst the video was playing. I did a protection prayer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight in now with, we're going to start with the Scd2 and then see where it goes from there. We're asking for spirits or beings of love and light that want to communicate with me today.
Sure, in the general stuff.
The device I got in front of me today, you can use to communicate with me.
Ankles get lumpy. City solicitor, no end. I could.
Could you communicate with me today, please? Oh, put the K2 into there. What was that? That was getting a hit then, was that? Is that off one of the phones or something? I've got my phone next, I'm going to use it in a minute. I'll put it on my knee. Can't really see it there, so hold it like that.
Wrong about you.
Is the lady I was talking to talking about earlier? Can you make your presence known, please?
He kept trying to.
Did I?
Of his death.
I want me to see
There are
this.
a lot of people who.
There are a lot of people.
If neither of us have civil defense.
gentleman asked if we're going to be doing a cryptid video. To be honest with you, it's something I want to look into. Not had a lot of experience with it, to be perfectly honest with you. But it is something perhaps we'll take a look into it at some point. We are going to expand the sort of different things that we're doing with the paranormal. You'll probably find there's going to be more articles on the websites before there is a video. But stay tuned, we'll let you know. But thank you for the suggestion, we'll take it on board. It'll be interesting to research, actually. Any spirits or beings of love and light want to communicate with us tonight? Very quiet.
Having a journal of the day.
Journal of the day.
Right, Denny. Climb out the fires.
Can you give us your name? Can you let us know who you are?
All right. Say.
Could you perhaps give a name to someone on the chat? Maybe someone you want to communicate with?
I believe that.
Sometimes get very quiet. Do you want me to try a different device?
Protecting our civilians. They had them marked.
We have a mark. Do we have a mark here? Anyone take a mark?
Even as I watched, even.
I thought you promised me you would. Well, you know. Not just.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you.
And so.
Loyalty makes you family. Thank you. And Jamie.
Percent, 64%.
Let go, you're breaking it.
Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try a different device. We've used the SCD.
Same stations.
I'm going to try a device that works a different way. Okay. Thank you guys for communicating with us. We are going to try a different device. So if you have come through, I thank you. Okay, the Scd2, there we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to try a different device. Now, basically, the device that we've been using is called the Scd2. The device that I'm going to use now is probably the first but rudimentary sort of version of it. It's the psb7 ghost box. You may have seen this used on shows like Ghost Adventures and a few other sort of different sort of paranormal shows. So I want to use this now for a couple of minutes. This one can get a little noisy because it sweeps radio. The idea is that it sweeps through radio and spirit can manipulate that radio frequency to speak to us. So this is one of the things that we'd like to let's see. Thank you for taking a lot of that, Miss A. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, as you see, it'll sweep. And what you're looking for, again, is intelligent responses. We've had some amazing responses out of this device. It's just, it can be quite noisy. Any spirits here want to communicate with us? The device in front of me here, you can use to do so. Adam. And Reese. Anyone taking Adam or Reese? See, that's behaving quite oddly. Is there any spirit here who wants to give a message? To anyone on the chat? I'm just going to shorten loyalty. We've had a lot of stuff about something happening in May. I will ask though, is anyone the idea of the event, the awakening event, has anyone got any information on that, please? The idea of the event, for those who don't know, if anyone of you are familiar with the idea of ascension or awakening, is that it will culminate in an event of some sorts. I'm not entirely sure about it personally, although with the amount of stuff that we've had, you might want to have a look at our Now Investigations episode 3 and 4. We'll have some information about possibly linking to the event on that. Who's communicating with this? I've also got a gentleman around me. I've got a name Tom or Thomas. But I don't know why I've got this gentleman that he's giving me back and shoulder issues, especially my left side. He's giving us back and shoulder issues, and I feel that he was would have had that problem before he passed. I don't know if Tom is his name. If this is an older gentleman, I want to say late 60s he passed, but I feel the actual cause of his passing was something to do with his throat. I'm drawn to his throat and chest. Take that away, please. He keeps giving me the name Tom. Getting something like Buckland as well, like Buckland, I don't know if it's a house or place name. If any of you guys can take me that, any of you guys watching this back, let me know in the comments. The message I've got is a lot of emotion from him. It feels like he's passed recently and I'm getting, he's okay. So I don't know if anyone can take that. If you can, let me know. Okay, thank you. We're going to bring that little session to a close. Again, this is experimental. I just wanted to say, because some of you guys are saying it's hard to hear me. I had a sense of a gentleman come close to me. His name, I had the name Tom. I don't know if Tom is his name or someone associated with him. Very close to him. I had the feeling that he passed in his late 60s. He would have had a lot of back trouble, especially throughout the later part of his life. On the left hand side, he's drawing me back and left shoulder. I feel that the way he passed was to do with the sort of throat area. I'm not sure if it was like an issue, a respiratory issue, or he had like I'm not sure if it was like a cancer or something. I had the name Buckland. I'm not sure if it was his surname or if it was like, it felt as if felt like it was a place name, to be honest. That's what it felt like. But and I felt it was quite recent. There was a lot of upheaval, or there's something that's happened. The person he's trying to connect with is something that happened recently. So if you can take that, let me know in the comments below this video when this video does go live. I am going to go with one final app. I think we're going to try a portal very quickly, because I know time is getting on and I don't really want to take this on much longer. So I am going to try a portal app quite quickly. Bear with me a second, just need to find it. It's gone. So again, right, the idea of Portal, it uses a recorded sound bank. So again, you might have seen it on our channel. The idea again is that, oh, I could do a turn that off, is it uses sort of recorded sound banks. So the idea that these sessions are quite experimental, guys. I'm just going to take a look at the chat now in a second. But these are quite experimental. You might find that not a lot comes through. You might get a load come through. You know, I've heard names come out of this, so I don't know if any of you could take these names. But obviously, there's not everyone associated with the channel is going to be watching. It's, as I said, it's experimental, so time will tell. The idea is hopefully, as this evolves week to week, we might get a bit more of an idea of what sort of comes through. But you know, I am going to take this. I'm going to take this as a very short one, because this one uses recorded sound banks, and you'll hear sort of 4 voices, and a lot of it might sound a bit like sort of gobbledygook. But when you start hearing words that perhaps you might recognise, that's what the sense is that's where it's supposed to be spirit. So this is a one you can get for a phone. Any spirit want to hear? Communicate with me. I'm here. Can you let me know who you are, please? Hello there. We will be using, when I go forward in a couple of weeks, I know this one has definitely worked before. When you're listening to it, sometimes it can sound like it's nothing. When you play it back, can you tell me how many spirits are around us now, please? Can you give us a number? I think I hit about 15. Can you tell me who you'd like to give a message for, please? Oh, something. There's definitely something there. Okay. I'm going to give it another minute and I'm going to bring this to a close because I'm starting to find the energy quite a bit draining now. Okay. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you very much for coming through. I'm just going to knock this off. There you go. So that's a demonstration of 3 devices. Now, part of the work that we do is, you know, to actually go back now and see if any of that makes any sense. So it'll be interesting when we do this next week now, and I'll show the sort of the footage of the last session. If any of you guys could take any of the information that's come through, we might find it's, again, we'll be completely honest, if it's absolutely nothing, if nothing sort of comes through, we'll say it's nothing. Sometimes it is, it does happen. We have got videos, I'm not sure if they're actually on this channel or the older channel that we had. We have done ghost box sessions before, and we've got absolutely nothing except radio. And you know, this is where we always look for validation. It's always an investigative journey. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope that this has given you a little bit of an insight into these types of sessions. I hope that if you're watching this video back, someone can take the gentleman that I brought through. If you can, please let me know. It's always good to know. And even if you want to email, let me know privately. If you don't want other people to know, the best thing to do would be to head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/paranormal now. The website is slowly coming together. There's still a lot more to be added to it. But if you want to see how it's coming along, check it out. paranormalnowinvestigations.com. If any of you guys do need advice for paranormal activity in your homes, or if you live in the South Wales area, we will possibly be to come out and investigate, but also we'll be to advise at a distance as well, to a point of maybe see if we can help you. So there's a form on there which you can contact us and let us know. There'll be a vehicle there if you guys want to submit your own footage or your own content. There's lots of stuff coming up now in the coming months. Let me know what you thought of this live session. This is experimental. We are trying a few different things to see how they work. Thank you guys for joining me. I've been Jared from Paranormal Now, and I'll see you soon for another video. Take care. Bye now.